I have not streamed this for a while. I have a video kind of in the background that I've not really been working on. It's all recorded, I just haven't really done it. Because I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077, as my last video might imply. I have now over 100 hours in it. It's a friggin' amazing game. A little buggy, but on my system it works pretty well. And now there's Dual Universe. Back to the Dual Universe for a little bit. Anyway, I was just going to do one for tonight. The plan... not get too upset about this game. That's my number one. The plan is to build my warp shuttle back up. Because I took it apart while I was on Sanctuary, which is not in the sky right now. So that I could have it here, so that I didn't have to fly this beast back and forth to the market, because that's like almost an SU away or something, or it's almost 3/4 of an SU or something. It's quite far, and you know, I just don't feel like I need to. If I'm at the stage where I just need like stupid schematics now. I don't want to rant about how stupid the schematic system is. I'm just gonna go with that. So, the idea, yeah, is to fix that up. Then I want to possibly start building something. So if you didn't know, I own this mountain here, and I own all the what is it? 6 hexes around it. So all this down here. It's just freaking hard to see like this. Go. I own this forest down here. I own part of this field down here. And I own a forest all the way back over there. Prep for it. Oh, does it still say, did it not change things? I mean, it should say, first off, I need to change this because I'm not playing Cyberpunk in Steam. So we gonna go find dual space unit. Thank you for finally showing up. Update that. There we go. Okay, that is that close. So that's now updated. No, I decided that I was gonna play some Dual Universe. I don't entirely know why. I don't really think it's necessarily a good idea. Yeah, I'm just kidding. No worries. No worries. It reminded me I actually needed to change something. But this is part of my secret project, so yeah. Anyhow, so when I was over on Alley, so God, this is what I almost didn't want to do. I just don't want to vent. I don't want to be playing this game and venting like a madman. Yes, I broke down my warp shuttle. I took a blueprint of it, thinking, okay, no problem. I'm gonna just pack it up, put it in this big old beast of a work hauling ship that I got, and I'm gonna build it back up here. Now, they changed it so that if something has been destroyed once, it can only be restored X number of times. In this case, it's 3, so I've already just bashed up everything once. Just had a terrible little accident, and pretty much everything on the ship I think was obliterated, except for maybe the warp drive. And so there are so many little pieces that I need to replace. Now, I think what I'm... yeah, let's do it this way. If the warp drive is fine, we can just go get new pieces. What about the other engines I had? Are they okay or are they fucked? We have 4 good wings, which is probably not enough. Our screen is fine. That's fine. Just a bunch of small adjusters. Now we need some more wings. New hover seat, a new screen. Those military engines seem okay. That one's okay. Yeah, so basically, the warp engine is fine. The warp engine is the most god-awful expensive thing. The container is fine. Okay, so this is fine. This is what we're going to do. So here's the thing. So I went and I made a copy of it, and then I made a copy of the copy so that I could make the dang thing. So I hit 8. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, sure, I'll go from Sanctuary. Only Coop? Oh my gosh. Dude. I haven't seen you in years, man. Welcome back. Fun building game, but combat system is horrible. I'm very good at the voxelmancy, but the game, left the game because of combat. The game could be good, right? That's the problem. Is it could be good. I'm okay with voxelmancy. I know the basics of it. I'm eh, and so like I've made a couple of interesting ships ish, but yeah, I can barely play it anymore, to be honest. I log on lately and I play like 5 or 10 minutes and I just start to get like overwhelmed because I don't know when you left, man, but if you left before the last update, they changed things so that basically every time you're building something, you need a friggin' schematic for it, which in my books is the stupidest thing ever because, well, just to reiterate the arguments that I have, not be ranty about it. We escaped the Earth system. We came to this system, and, you know, we should probably be working to get out there as much as possible. So the central government, or whatever government, should just give us schematics to do all this stuff. Because, you know, we're in the digital age 500 years from now, and right now there already exists digital schematics that can just be transmitted over the internet. There's no need to friggin' pay for them. All that you should have to do is just, sure, maybe actually go find them on the internet and friggin' download them. Like, it's been a while. So anyway, now you need a friggin' schematic to make every goddamn thing. And they cost money. Every one of them costs money. And some of them are on different planets, and some of them are just, like, hard to find. It's just like, and you can only use one for each sun, right? So if I wanted to make Nitron and Kurgon, I would need 2 of these things to do it. Or if I wanted to make, like, let's say hydraulics, and I wanted to make, let's say I needed 2 pipe machines and then 1 or 2 hydraulic machines, I would need 4 schematics. So each one of those costs, and it's just like hydraulics. So let's just say basic hydraulic schematic, right? These aren't crazily expensive, but they're 43,000 for one, and it's just like, anyways, my entire factory, I just don't use it anymore because I just don't. It's just not worth me doing that. 4 months ago, it was about mid-December where they fucked it. I'm a little bit still angry about it, which is why I'm trying to stay cool. But I tell ya, it's just like something else. Anyway, I do have a plan to kind of bring people together in a different PvP kind of way. So I'm sort of working on that here on Alioth. It's so dang slow now because I can't. I don't want to mine because it's boring as fuck. And but I do love building things. I like figuring things out, even though it's really harsh in this game. I still like the feeling of figuring it out. It's very complicated, my feelings for this game. And I know that it has lots of promise. Anyway, I didn't really want to friggin' rant. So anyhow, I need to go so that I have a quick and more fuel efficient little ship. I need to go to the to some market, I guess. And then I need to get those pieces. Yeah. If you rage quit temporarily, Food Network has a great eggnog recipe. Nice. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go to the market, I guess, because this is the fastest, well, kind of the fastest way to fix things. So, market or market? I'm gonna go to the cluster of markets, because if I can't buy something someplace, I'm gonna be pretty friggin' upset. But it's pretty far away. It's like, okay, it's half an SU away, which is, I don't know, something like over 100 kilometers or something. All right, Alt F4, or sorry, Alt 4, and then spool up the engines. Aim up and go. And hope that we're good. Now, I don't know how the streaming will work on this. Hopefully it's alright. I've got my auto-leveling script going on, so it is kind of auto-leveling. As long as I don't hit these mountains, we'll be good. Yeah, so... yeah, the game is just like... there's so much to learn. It's pretty friggin' harsh, and then they, like, make you do all this stuff for, like, industry. It's... I want to set up something to bring the community together, but I can't because I don't have the parts to do it. JC has said that he doesn't want things to be solo done, but there's not many things in the game to bring people together other than just like hanging out with your friends or just joining random people. I mean, I don't know, I guess I could, but I've got people I know and I have an idea. Yeah, it's frustrating as hell. I can help you with that. I still have people in the game that love to mine. All right. Well, the thing is, I need the money to do it, and I don't want to just like take. I also don't like the line "take charity," but like, you know, I don't expect people to give me money or whatever. So we need to get higher up so our engines are more efficient. Yeah. So anyhow, and I settled quite far away from the market because I thought this area was an interesting space. I mean, I've got a secret plan. I don't know how secret I should be about it. It's probably okay to mention it, but I don't know. Correct. Yeah. Especially because, like, you know, I come from 7 Days to Die, and that game, the fun pimps are dumbing down more and more and more. It's just like, it's just getting so easy to play that it's, oh shit, slow the fuck down. Fuck. That's what happens when you talk too much. Okay, put a limit on that. There we go. We're good. That was me just not paying attention. Go up. Oh, those engines are going to cut out. Come on. There we go. Nope, they're done. Yeah. Oh, there's more people watching than normal. I'm not surprised. There's, you know, Cyberpunk seems to be pretty divisive, in, you know, people's opinions of it and such. And I haven't streamed this in a long time, so not overly surprising. Anyway, so where was I trying to not be ranty about? My God. Yeah, anyhow. So, yeah, you understand. I'm part of the group Boo? Okay. Being in a group helps with the indie building. Yeah, yeah. Well, I have Hal and Silver. They both play with me as well. Not like at times we play pretty close. At other times we play quite separated. And Silver has basically taken it upon himself to do the industry, which is great, and I appreciate that. But sometimes you just need parts now, and it's hard to just get those parts. And so I've got some, but not all of them that I need. And I'd like to be. I don't want to always just go to Sanctuary, wherever the heck Sanctuary is again, to get them. Um, there's not a good solution for it. It's kind of tricky, which is partly why I also want my warp shuttle to work again, because then, it works and it's faster. Oh, I have been to that market. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Yeah. Definitely those markets. They're all filled with that kind of stuff. I've got to stay pretty high up because I don't want to run into anybody's stupid space elevators. It's great for them, but they're really annoying, especially when they're like one voxel thick, and that one voxel doesn't spawn in until it's basically sliced your ship in half. There really needs to be like a council of people to, like, I don't know, in game role playing ish things. There should be a council that puts I don't know, not a moratorium, but like, something to stop people from doing that, or have them be like restricted airspace or something. It's I don't know, pain in the butt. There's lots of, like I said, lots of little super frustrating things that are just like super aggravating, because anybody can build anywhere. There's no defined like highways or rights of travel. No one has the right to just there's no like defined space lane in here that is for getting to the markets. I just basically have to fly over other people's space. So it's kind of like building codes. Yeah, it's so it can become quite troublesome. Okay, so we have to start slowing down, otherwise we won't lower ourselves down fast enough. Well, I mean, I don't know. I can just dive down pretty easily if I wanted to, but not generally how this plane. This plane is actually, it can be extremely efficient energy-wise. I can basically glide for like 100 kilometers, I think it was. Something close to. And then I have to like go back up to 3/4 kilometers, and then I can glide back down. Which is fantastic, really, but, it's a problem in that if I want to go fast, I've got to kick those engines up and burn the fuel, which, because otherwise I can glide it, and it kind of will stay gliding around 150 for a very long time. But yeah, not very fast. So getting the distance is pretty hard. Yeah. So, but yeah, so instead of just like reinstantiating my warp shuttle like I wanted to, it's just like, okay, it just won't because the elements are damaged, and maybe there's a way to fix that, but because there's not a whole lot of in-game transparency, I don't know how. Now, sure, I could, as a human being and a researcher of things, go on the internet and, probably find a forum post or something about it, but I have 3 kids. I don't have the time for that kind of crap. Where the the markets? Did I not put my marker in the right place? Market is there. Okay. I've kind of got to fly this thing like a jumbo jet. It works kind of best that way. I can land it pretty well, actually, most of the time, but I find that it's way safer to treat it like a jumbo jet. And part of the reason I fly it like that these days is because when I'm flying it, I don't want to bash into the ground and then replace my parts. So, for example, these large stabilizers. Stabilizers. Nope. Stabilizers large. Each one costs, you know, not an insane amount, but it would take up more than if I had to get to replace both of them would take more than my 1 day's sort of fee, or I don't know what you call it, universal income, basic living expense. So I prefer to not do that. Now, I do know that mining can be very lucrative, very fast. I mean, I probably still, from my last mining expedition, probably still have 10, $20 million worth of minerals that I should go sell. Did any of my... Yeah, I don't even think my other minerals have sold. Some of them aren't selling very well right now, though. But, on the other hand... Scrap was the way to repair elements before I left. But if they changed things, it may be different now. Yeah, so... I don't know what the word scrap means to you. To me, I think of scrap as old junk and stuff. And so I think I need to just kind of go a little bit faster here. But yeah, now you need to buy, of course, the recycler. And then with the recycler, you need to get schematics for each type of scrap. So if you want to get, say, lithium scrap, because I was hanging out on Jago, I have tons of lithium. Yeah, basically, I wish they would fix this hole too. Thanks. Go around these friggin' holes. And of course, yeah, coming to the market, everything is like the frame rate sucks over here. Which I think is why I don't play the game like a whole lot. Why on earth are you going so friggin' fast, Chip? Can you stop? My friggin' brakes are not turning on. Okay. Finally. So... Right. Scrap. So, buy scrap, calcium, like the schematic, you know, it's 93. If you wanted to buy, how does it say? Lithium scrap schematic. This one is 93K, or sorry, 70 or whatever. But of course, you can't buy it here unless someone has brought them here. So you gotta like actually go to these other places to get them. So I was lucky that I bought one when before I left Jago. So I'm good. But anyways, that's like this whole other thing. I wish they would call it like some kind of repair paste or something, like nano repair paste or something. It would just make more sense. Tier 3 repair paste. I don't know, something. But that's, I'm trying to not dwell on it too much because it's just a name, and I just, you know, just my internal definition versus theirs. Last time I played, stabilizers were worthless. Yeah, well, see, the thing is now, like, well, things are getting better, but, you know, basically the economy stopped because, you know, there was no way to produce anything. Like, I had a factory where I basically produced everything for this ship, but now I can't use it. So, you know, and maybe that's just because I like to be able to build everything myself, that I feel really annoyed by it. And I think part of it is because, so I'm fine with building a lot of stuff myself. I'm fine with mining a lot of stuff myself, if the game setting makes sense. In a post-apocalyptic world like 7 Days to Die, of course you're going to be doing the mining yourself. Of course you're going to do it. You don't have the machines to friggin' do it. You probably, like, you might be able to find a loader, but then you got to put gas in it, and it's going to be, you know, a big problem, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. They really hurt themselves pretty badly, and they reduced, like, the prices for, say, like the warp cell recipes. They had them way too high, and they cranked them down. Fortunately, I think Hal has got some business experience, right? And he told them about, like, how long it would take a player to pay off the thing, even if you were making them, right? And it just becomes to the point where it was, like, not worth doing it, because they were like 100 million for the schematic alone to, like, make the warp cells. So it was just, like, pretty ridiculous. So they turned that price down, and they reimbursed people some money, which was fantastic. I really wish there was laws against doing this. It's just like, stop it. I get it. Like, it makes sense. You're kind of like out and about on a freighter, but, like, I don't know. Everything is just sort of also, oh yeah, and then there's this. Like, stop advertising here. Like, fuck off. I don't know. All this stuff just irks the hell out of me. And it's kind of like becoming to the point where it's just like every little thing is just taking, you know, just adding up to be just this, like, worse and worse gameplay experience. So, yeah. Anyhow, I guess I need to figure out how many friggin' things I need to buy. Those 2 small wings, and it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 stabilizers and a hover seat. Or sorry, 12 adjusters. Let's just... Sometimes my brain doesn't work really well for all this crap. Adjusters. I used to have a really good memory. Shit, was that small? Probably small. But there are times now when it's not so much. Oh yeah, so this is the problem that I kind of figured was going to happen, because now I actually have to go 18 more kilometers to Market 1 just to get these things. So this is where, like, I was talking about, like, it being arduous to do simple things. It's like all I want to do. Yeah, I feel that guy. All I want to do is rebuild the shuttle that I have the blueprint for, that I have the materials for, but I can't do it. So I'm forced into doing all this other fucking running around. And if I had to pay to do this, I just wouldn't. I'd quit. Like I would not be playing if they made me pay to play this game. Oddly enough, though, I still find it engaging. Like, I think it's just because like the mechanics. I like the mechanics mostly, but parts and things in the world and the lore don't make sense. So, like right now, we could take one of those Boston Dynamic big dogs. We could throw a friggin' arm on it, and it could walk around and collect all the surface minerals that are around. And the fuck? And you know, that would be fine. Just get away from this friggin' den of lag and villainy and so anyway, I was working on a factory for having a machine for each item before the last wipe. Had it completed. Was annoyed. Oh man, so you were doing like in the alpha and you did that? Yeah, well, and then this is supposed to be like a non-wipe beta. Now I don't know if they're going to wipe it between this and release. They say they're not, or people seem to think they're not going to, so just friggin' go up. But I'm pretty skeptical. See, this sucks because I really want to do some stuff, but I have to watch out for these like space elevators. There's one there, and there, or maybe that's just a hover ship. It's hard to say, but above 1 kilometer, there's a lot fewer of them. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, where's friggin' Market 1? Adjusters. No, distance. Market 7 is got some. Where to God, game? Shit. Why did I do that? Don't do that. Yeah, anyhow. I guess maybe I shouldn't have streamed this game. I was thinking that I kind of wanted to again. But, like, I think I'm just too filled with opinions and rage. So, yeah. There are teleporters at the market. See, yeah, like, I've used a ton of fuel already just coming here. And if I had my warp shuttle, I could just do this and it would cost almost nothing to do. And it's yeah. But this is why it's daunting. Because right now, it's like, I've done this thinking, okay, yeah, sure, I can get this done a little bit quicker this way. But then it turns out, because of the way the game works, that you can't. And this is like one of the constant things I have a problem with this game is like, there's just like, you try to do something and then it doesn't work. And then you try something else and it doesn't work. And the time scale that you have to like learn this stuff on is kind of like, so I'm actually started developing my own game and I get more stuff done in developing that game than I do playing this game. I don't know, maybe I'm just terrible at this game, but it's just like I hatched this plan, I think the beginning of December or something, or I don't know, pretty close to when they redid this, or you know, made the launch for this thing, for the update. And I have been at it ever since, just sort of toiling away. I have started to play Cyberpunk 2077 though, but that's because I just don't want to spend all my time doing the super boring things in here. I can't even land on that stupid pad. There's so many ships. And see, all of this was before I even started talking about my pre-game, like my pre-update concerns with where the game might go. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just like, just to say, Snotface! Hello! How's it going? Turn around, you big friggin' ship. Gosh, you steer a fucking brick. It's a good thing they didn't ever develop 3D thrust vectoring technologies on Earth. God, who would want 3D thrust vectoring? Okay. Back to here again, because apparently they do have the pieces. They just didn't work for some reason. I should just make a shopping list. Do I have a pen? I can get Notepad or something open right quick. File. New file. Okay, it was like hover chair. Adjusters 12 small. Wing small and stabilizer small. Not base. What's going on? What game are you developing? It's nothing. It's not a game. It's not a game with a name yet, per se. I'm very, very early on in the whole process and sort of just exploring technologies and stuff. It's very much kind of loosely based on the mechanics of 7 Days to Die, but going in more of the direction that I wish the game had gone. So yeah, but I'm just implementing simple things at the moment, like UIs and interfaces, and yeah, just things that are like very early on stuff that don't really matter. So I'm not really marketing it yet. It's just that I bring it up because I'm just, when I talk about developing something, I find it is worth more of my time, because even if I don't have to pay for this game, but if I had to pay for this game, it would be even less worth my time to play this game than it would be to work on either my mod for 7 Days to Die or a brand new game, right? So it's just like, I don't know. I'd really love to talk to JC and figure out why or what, or correct his path so that things are different. Like, if he rolled this out differently, it would be much more acceptable or easier to get through. Like, if you were doing, like, the schematic system. Someone just did smash their ship apart. That might be another rage quitter. Someone fucking bought it. That one, maybe? Yikes. Ooh, look at that little ship. This is one of the things I love about the game, though, is like the actual... Oh, never mind. Not so nice. The voxelmancy and stuff just makes the game really quite cool. And the types of ships you can make, if you're not just trying to make just an elemental looking ship, are pretty cool. Oh man, there's a territory scanner on there that's fucked. Yikes. Is it a survival building game? Yep, it's a survival building game. We'll call it that. But Yeah, because I'm kind of tired of lots of the mechanics of survival building games. I'm probably better for it now, but I played a lot of 7 Days to Die, and I pretty much played it for all of... Yikes. Um, Pretty much it was the only game I played for about 2.5 years. So, maybe 3 years. I think it's 3 years. It's just like, it was a bit much. Um, so I kind of am taking a break doing this. Fuck, so many of these friggin' things. So yeah, um, go somewhere else to do this. I do overall love that kind of game. But I like, I like Space Engineers a lot too. And okay, so now I have a local instant buy. Okay, great. Make 12 of these things happen. Confirm. Hover chair. Hover seat. Seat. There it is. Okay. Confirm. What has it been? It's been streaming for 41 minutes, and I still have not achieved my goal at all. Yeah. um. Yeah, it's not face. So I am, I'm working with another guy, and we're kind of. He's working mostly on like automatically generated terrain stuff. I'm doing lots of the other stuff at the moment, and yeah, hopefully it works out. But like I said, we're pretty early on. There's technologies in Unity that because we're Unity. Well, we're probably using Unity, like 99% sure. But yeah, like the new entity component system. Got to get more familiar with that. I want to do some work on some vector shading um, things so that animals can do better animations, and enemies can use the vector um, displacement kind of shading stuff so that they don't have as much of a so that the animator doesn't have to work as hard so you can have more enemies. There's just like tons of little things that need to be worked out to like make it better, you know? Oh, because I'm trying to sell this stuff. 36 kiloliters. I don't think I've sold a damn bit of it. Okay, well, we'll move this here, and so this here. But yeah, now I've got all these like adjusters that are kind of like, I guess they will work for replacement stuff, but I don't even know if I can sell them. Yeah, so I can't even sell items that have a dynamic that have been broken once. They're done. I'm kind of okay with that because I don't know, but I guess you could trade them to somebody, but there's no real market for that. Okay. All right. So I also need an extra small. No, wait. An XS screen and three wings. Okay. And a stabilizer. Almost out of this place, guys. Almost out. I hope. I want a lot of these wings here because I'm building a couple of other ships that I need them for. So, yeah. Where am I at here? I'll answer some chat in just a moment, okay, guys? I'm just trying to like sort this out here. So, one small stabilizer, and what was it? 3 wings? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do this. Come on. Stabilizers. Small. 1. Wing. Small. I think it was 3, but I'll buy 4 because I'm here. May as well buy an extra one. I kind of want to maybe play with these vertical wings. Okay, never mind. Nobody's selling them here. Makes sense. Screen. Excess. Local instant buy. I think that does it. I'm going to just try to build the ship. Wait a second. If I do it here, then I'll have to dismantle it yet again. But it would be better than to make sure it works here, than to fly out and then back again. Come on. Come on. There you go. Oh yeah. So back to chat real quick. Prep for it. You said, if you enslave a planet with a pre-warp species, well, they would make you whatever you wanted. Yeah. Well, I haven't quite managed to enslave the Earth yet. So, we'll see about that. Down. 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 Thank you. So, Only Coop says, if I get back into the game, I can show you some real good voxelmancy work. Cool. Yeah. I'm probably going to need to do a bunch for this plan that I've got going on. But it's going to be a bit of time because, yeah, I've got all this, like, work I've got to get done. But that would be cool, yeah. That would be awesome to do some more stuff like that. Do you have a Discord for the game? I don't really have a Discord for the game per se, Snotface. I've got my own Discord that I've been using for my channel, and for now I'm probably going to just put it on there. I really should start all that stuff. I know I need to make like a Patreon for our plan to work. A Steam page would be good. There's a lot of like logistics, well, administrative stuff that I need to get done, but it's because we're so early in the whole process that I'm not really too concerned about it, you know? So hopefully it's gonna suck because I'm gonna have to build it. If it works, yay. Silver is online, yay. I'll build it and then I have to dismantle it again. Yay! It worked this time. Okay. Yeah, like I need some voxelmancy work on this guy. But on the other hand, it's lightweight because I don't have many voxels. And I remember when I first started playing, I was kind of less than kind about people who just had elements on their ship and not much voxelmancy. But I get it now. So, lesson learned. Keep your mouth shut. Anyhow, we need to now disassemble this thing. And then we can hopefully rebuild it yet again, because I can't fly this ship and that ship. Though I think I want to build a ship that can carry a small warp shuttle on top. I don't know. There's like so much friggin' stuff to do. Alright, back to build mode. And we're going to just disassemble the whole friggin' thing yet again. This element is DRM protected. It contains sensitive information. Retrieval from it will reset the standard. Yeah, that's fine. Ugh. That's also fine. I don't really care. So many little bits and bobs to pull off. which is this is the main reason I didn't want to do it. But you know, it seems to be working, so I have more confidence that it'll be fine when I fly back out to my other place to build it, and then I can, once it's there, don't have to worry about it again. It's built. I can just do it. And I don't think I can compactify this one because it's just too, I don't know. Getting lag-induced user oscillation. I can't maneuver quickly to what I want. Get good, scrub! Okay, did I get them all? Nope. There's 2 more here. And there's probably 1 more somewhere. There's 1 down there. 1 here. Like I said, nothing about the game is quick. And on the one hand, you know, it's fine. That's sort of just like how it works in real life. It takes forever to like even just fix a car, but yeah. Anyhow, 7. Now we take, nope, 2. No, not 2. Nope, stop that. Stop that, stop that. There we go, that makes sense. We have to also grab that one. May as well grab anything out there. I don't think there's anything that far out. You. And that's got that. Down to there. And that might be all of that. Delete. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. Marvelous. Let's now leave this mode and we will disemploy. Disassemble that. There! Now then. Back to the homestead. But yeah, I spent like 17 million on land plots just to make this plan work. That required me going and mining a crap ton of friggin' stuff. But, you know, whatever. Should be cool if it works out. It's just a matter of getting to that friggin' point. Let's haul our little ship over this way, I think. Yep. And we are down and right in there. Yeah. I kind of like the design of that ship overall. I might do something different with it myself, but not bad. Those friggin' super whiny boosters. Oh yeah, see there's one up there too. That's probably a 4-kilometer one. It's even worse because there's some that are like up in space and you're just like nothing you can do about it. Okay, more chat. Are you streaming just on Twitch or YouTube as well right now? I'm streaming on both because even though I guess I'm supposed to be an affiliate, I don't really think they give me any real reason other than the fact that they're gonna cut off my channel. Like, they're gonna punish me if I don't conform. I don't know. I'm pretty annoyed about the state of lots of those things too. It's I don't have enough of an audience on Twitch to care to only stream to Twitch, and it's a problem. Razov, hey, and Jacklish Yog, hello. Yeah, so anyway, I don't really care about that. If they cut it off, then I still got YouTube, and I've never made any money off of Twitch. I don't think. I probably have like a few dollars by now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think they care enough about me personally. Not that they should. I'm just a guy. I'm not special. I don't feel like I'm entitled. I just don't want them to, you know, do stupid things like cut my channel off because I'm streaming to multiple places at once. It just seems like kind of like bullying, kind of stupid. I don't know. Whatever. I'm moving on. Is it single player or multiplayer? It will be multiplayer. I've only really ever done multiplayer stuff for gaming with not even on Unity, but it should be easier. But I started to do one with Node.js, which was a little bit tricky, but you know, it wasn't too bad. So I got some of that done. Man, Alioth is so terrible. They need even more computing power for it. Anyway, you can see your house. Nice. Only Coop said, yeah, the voxels add up quickly. Need to keep things light. Yeah, and that's sort of one of the other issues, right? Is that, yeah. That's why this thing is essentially just a flying frame. Because it was really hard to get to fly really well, and really hard to land without smashing it into the ground. I'm lucky that I worked out most of its flight dynamics before this whole element restore thing came. I mentioned in my one video that it would be nice if they had like a VR so you could simulate what would happen with building a ship like this, because frankly it's just like I spent hours repairing this ship trying to figure out how the frig to make it work. It works well in a lot of ways, but it also, yeah, it's expensive and takes a long time. These giant stabilizers, they take forever to friggin' repair. And now it would be even worse, because if I didn't have lithium around, it would just be like repairing even longer. It's like, which is just like I'm saying, it just takes so long to do friggin' everything in this game. Snotface, you said that's okay. I was just wondering who you were talking to, since I'm the only one here. Ah, yeah. Like I said, yeah, it's strange. I don't really have like a lot of Twitch followers, because I think what it is I just stream however I stream, and I don't try to target my activity or my channel in the way that other Twitch people have, right? Like, because there's a certain culture on Twitch, and I just haven't spent the time to make that happen. So, yeah, anyhow, we should go up a little ways. Oh, just at this worst time, too. Less atmospheric drag, the better. But I do need a certain amount just to stay aloft. I might be able to glide all the way back right now, but it would just be a lot of gliding. But I guess I could chat with you guys. Let's just turn the engines off. Glide. Super quiet now. And yeah, I should be able to make it there, no problem, but my ship will probably slow down a lot. But like I said, it's a good ship in that regard. It has lots of lift is the thing. If you do this, it's got like a lot of little wings. So pretty much, you know, it flies well. It's got a couple of other wings in the back and such, but I don't know. I decided, because I wanted to try to make a ship that was very small profile in the front. I mostly failed, but it's not as wide as it could be, so, you know, or not as tall or anything as it could be, so it's not a total failure. It's just that it's not as compact as I probably could have made it. But it's pretty compact, though. there's some stuff underneath here that could go away, but I found that having this extra bit of honeycomb on the bottom prevented some damage to elements as I continually smashed into the ground. Or even just like, if I didn't land correctly on my base, I would fall off, maybe backwards, and then I hit the ground and boom, like, would lose so many elements. I was just getting kind of sick of repairing all the time too. So, yeah. Some Dual Universe rant videos on YouTube, they mentioned the patch of Doom. Yeah, well, did you see my video on the patch of Doom? This is where this is kind of coming from, because it essentially destroyed economy. Because both Silver and I had a pretty good factory, like to the point where we could both do pretty much everything. His factory was more advanced than mine, but I could use mine to pretty quickly, like within a day, build pretty much all the parts I needed for, say, like this ship. Maybe 2 days. But now I don't have all the blueprints to get all my machines working, because I would need a lot of them. I'd need well, I don't know, 50 of them. I just off the top of my head, but then that wouldn't even include like the tier 2 machines and the tier 3, 4, 5 machines or whatever. But I think you'd only need the tier 2 at any rate. So that wouldn't count for those either. Yeah, the whole thing is just like a kind of a mess. Yeah, this is actually a pretty relaxing way to go. The ship just, just glides. So it's nice. It is nice. How it's going. Yeah. We're just aiming for that mountain right there. I am okay at landing on this mountain. It is worrisome though at times. I'm just like, oh god, am I gonna crash into that part of it or whatnot? Because like, it's got so many slopes and stuff on it. It's just kind of a tricky problem. But actually, because we're in the air, we can also do a little bit of flying around it, and I can just show you sort of the rough area of what I bought up. It was a silly thing maybe to do. I don't know. Just want to gain a little bit more altitude. So I just don't trust these giant mountains here, Yeah, and so my warp shuttle, once it's built, will help me get back and forth to our sanctuary main factory where maybe I can get Silver to build me some things. But right now I don't really know what I need. I just need to like prototype a bunch of stuff. So once I finish my prototyping, then I'll know what I need to do, but it's takes a while. And this ship's pretty good for all that stuff. It's just, if I'm just going for some small things, it's just a bit much, Quick trips to the market. Like, there's no need to bring this flying brick around. Okay, so if you see the little diamond in the center, I own this mountain. And I own the land right there, and that little bit right there, around and around and around. All the way around the mountain. So I'm going to use that to build something cool for most people to use in Dual Universe. I don't quite know how it will work, but I've got the programming down for the devices I want to use for the most part. And it's just a matter of actually getting it done. Building things and deploying things, which is actually the worst part of it all. It's just like, well, the worst part was mining. Now that's all done, and it's just a matter of getting things done. Okay, we're going to turn those engines off. And let's see here. We're going to try to glide in coming across this way. So we're going to do a big wide turn and should be good. Yeah. Repford says, I still think you should build a new landing pad out of Nerf or a billion sponges. Hey man, if they had Nerf in this game, I would totally build honeycomb Nerf material so that it didn't damage the bottom of my ship nearly as much. Nosedive! Nosedive! We're gonna lose altitude quick. There's probably as much altitude as I kind of feel comfortable at that stage of losing. And I do really like this area of the map too. I gotta keep track of my actual velocity so I don't drift past it. Otherwise, we will basically follow our doom and fly sideways for a long time until we hit the ground at velocities which are bad for me and the ship. We just want to be careful about that. We need to regain some altitude, I think. I don't quite remember the altitude of this mountain, but it's a little bit too much. The auto-leveling script just keeps on leveling us out, so it's kind of good, kind of bad. Let's see here. If we are here, we probably want to aim it right about there, I think. On the Coop says, okay, I'm out, buddy. Okay, see you later. Seen you were on and figured I'd come and say hello. I'll hit you up in the future, okay? Okay, cool. Sounds good. It was great talking to you again. It's been far too long. So, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know you had the game, so that's cool. Anyway, have a good night. Talk to you later. And Snotface, you are saying if you hit X a couple of times, you can see the red line. It shows you where you will land. True, true, true. Kinda. It seems to think that I'll land there, but that's not actually the case for this ship. Because the ship has a fair amount of lift. Alright, passengers, we are flying into a mountain right now. Don't be alarmed, the undercarriage hover engines should kick in and we should be totally fine. Just do up your seatbelts and lift up your trays and should all be good. Actually terrifies me just a smidgen when I'm trying to do this. Okay. Make sure my hover engines are on max. Okay then. And mountaintop landing done. Yet again. Ooh. Okay. I don't actually want to slow this thing down. I'd like parking right over here. Come on. Go up there. Right about there. Top. I don't know. I'll adjust later. It's not a big deal right now. And we'll build the warp shuttle back up, I hope. That'll be some sort of dynamic property. So I also have a lot of shit. No, we're good. A lot of cores, like static cores, because I'm going to need small ones for down below. What I'm thinking is I want a really big one, basically right above us. Some amount above us, but I'm not quite sure how much. What I don't actually know, because of the render distances, I don't actually think it's going to help much. And I would really love to talk to Nova Quark about some additions that I'd like into the game. But once again, you know, don't expect them. They're just some things. Like, it would be great, for example, to have, like, in some of the things from, like, Space Engineers, like cameras. Cameras would be good. Anyhow, 8i over here, and oh, right. You can't build a ship, as far as I know, from this. You actually have to go and make it. You gotta pay the gods $1,000 to make a blueprint that then you can make a ship from. It's weird. Please work. Oh, yes. Good. Don't fall down the hill, please. Please don't do it. Right. We need to fuel this guy up, so let's do that. Yeah, this one uses way less fuel, so it's so much cheaper than going back and forth with the other one. I really need to start also manufacturing my own fuel so that I don't need to carry so much around with me all the time. I've manufactured a little bit here, but not like a ton. So. And I think we're going to need to link up a few things. I think. Let's see here. You do have the warp drive linked in. So, does it auto-configure this? I always just do this anyway. That's okay then. Build. We need to come up here, and we need to link these two guys together. So we know, because it needs to know where the warp engine gets its warp cells from. So, like this? No. Like that? No. Must already be linked? Maybe? Yeah, it's already linked. Okay, good. I didn't know if it actually stored that data in the blueprint, but now I know. So, let's drop in just like 10 warp cells or whatever in there, and then we should be good. So, F. Just like 10 is fine. 11 because I know I'm going to use one soon. Whatever. Yeah, so now basically I've just got a bunch of extra like things. Do we want to see how this thing flies? Are you interested in that? It flies quite a bit different, but yeah, it's a much smaller, leaner ship. And because it doesn't have any large components, I don't need huge engines to drive it forward. And it's mostly composed of wings and such, so they can get up into space. And it's got a couple of, I think, medium engines? What are these, mediums? Yeah. So it's not like it needs a whole bunch of stuff to go places, unlike this one, which has 3 large engines. Those are large, right? Yeah. So, yeah. It's a much more efficient ship most of the time. But I plan on building a number of smaller ships pretty darn soon that are more efficient. But yeah, one of the problems that I have is that I want to build a bunch of ships, but yeah, like I don't have the ability to do it because I don't have the schematics to make all the adjusters and all the wings and stabilizers and seats and all the honeycomb bits. It's just there's so many, like, it's not that they're like hard to get sometimes, it's just there's lots of running around, and just the to do is so much. Yeah. Yeah, a smaller ship would be easier to maintain. Yeah, no, it is quite a bit easier to maintain. But I do plan on building an even smaller one. I just wanted to actually, like, get some things built. Like over here, I've started a small space that's going to be just like a mini factory. Because it's okay to have these things up here. But I think I want them just a little bit underground, out of the way, So I'm gonna hollow out this little area a bit more and shove them in here and whatnot. Yeah, so that can get built, and then yeah, I need to deploy a bunch of them out and about in here because I want a bunch of spots with little sensors and such. So I have like a bunch of things still to do. Yeah, I've got like 10 small static cores and one large one, so I've got things to build. And I've got one machine of everything. So in theory, I can build anything I need in an emergency. So it's okay here. It's just It's like there's a lot of setup, and it's just like taking time. So yeah, there's that. I kind of want to fly this ship. Do you guys want to see him? I don't know. If you don't want to see it, speak up very soon. Like, too late. Soon. Now this ship does not have any kind of auto-stabilizing thing on it. And no auto brakes, because I had to undo all that stuff when they did the Doom update. So yeah, it also flies pretty well. It's the one reason I want to make like a bit of a smaller ship is because I don't want to be flying around crashing my ship with a warp drive as much, you know? It's okay, and it's definitely nice if I'm going on little excursions and such. But yeah. Yeah, I basically own all the land around this mountain. So yeah, this one works well. It can get off of these planets, and I just use my own personal inventory to do things. So, because it's just like a small little shuttle. If I need something big picked up, I can use the bigger ship, right? And the big ship is also fitted to run underwater. This one is no longer able to do that. I took that ability off of it. We're drifting too much. Don't want to hit a mountain. Yeah, anyway, this one flies a lot better, so. But I think that's basically that for this little ship. You know, obviously it goes into space and warps and this and that, so we're just gonna land it again. Is there any questions you guys got? Any things you want to see? I'm not. Yeah, like I said, you know, this has been what, 1.5 hours just to get this one thing done. I mean, I really did need to get it done, but it's just like. For a game where you're trying to relax, it's just like, it's a lot. It's basically just, I'm gonna bring it down slowly. I don't think I'm gonna fly or land it on the top of this hill because it's maybe not quite so good. I need a landing strip or something for this. Maybe what I'll do, if I can. Come on, stabilizers. Bring me forward. I don't know if I can actually make the ship do this. I want to try to land here, but I think I'm just going to end up drifting too much around it, so. Yep. As I continually try to turn and have the ship, like, turn with me. That's okay. we'll just use the hover engines to go up. Not a big deal. Prep for it says you should cage most of your base with 101 voxel thick columns to space. Well, see, that's what a lot of other people have done, right? They've made those space elevators. And I'm not necessarily against that or making my own. It's really annoying when you fly and there's like one of those things in your way. Especially if you're just trying to like check something. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Whew. And I really hope the lag on this planet isn't gonna destroy my plans either. Okay, come on. There you go. Yeah, this is the first time I've got a ship for this. We're hovering here. But, yeah, I hope to transform this area into a recreation kind of area. Jackless Yog, you say, how's your week been? Watching crazy people out there doing crazy things? Well, on the news, yeah, there's a lot of craziness going on. The week has been kind of okay. For us, it was hectic because it was the first day back at school. So I needed to figure out how all that was working. Now I have a better idea about all that stuff. So next week should be a little bit better. And yeah, that's okay. But yeah, it's been an interesting week for... Stop. Just frickin' stop, please. Okay, so we have to crawl the mountain up at a much slower speed. Level is probably approximately there. We could always maybe do this. Will this work? No. Okay. I'm also contemplating putting a hangar at the base of this mountain. I did dig one tunnel right through it over there. Excuse me. While I was looking for materials to just like basic, work around here. Oh, come on. Just go up. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, like I said, yeah, my week's not been too bad. But now that I got this thing fixed, I can do quicker dashes with spending less gas to and from the market. I gotta really figure out all the pieces I need. Most of it is like I just need to do even more mining, and I'm actually situated pretty well. Alioth has a high amount of basic materials, so it's pretty good actually for all this stuff. Almost there. Are we there yet? Excuse me, sorry. I was also contemplating, like, whilst I really do love the natural terrain, and would prefer to keep it, I have contemplated ripping the top off of this thing, of this mountain, just so that it's a little bit easier to use. So, Come on. There you go. There we go. Great. That'll make my life so much easier now that I have this. I need to find a taxi service. I need to find a thing where I can just call people up and they can like pick me up and fly me places. Because there's a couple other ships that I want to get, but I can't do it without, you know, having everything else. Like, I can't go pick up my 2 other ships on Alioth with this one ship, because there's only one of me. And it's just like, I need a taxi. Yeah. What I can probably do, though, is just make a tiny little runabout and go over there and pick one up at a time. I mean, it's only across the entire friggin' planet where Hal and I we all were building a base up over here before the patch of doom. Up in here, we have a little HQ, but that is like a friggin' world away, right? So if we were to set the destination to that tile, 0.76 U, so 0.25 SU further, which is, I guess, 50 kilometers more. Yeah, it's a lot. You have to get some sleep. Okay, take care, and don't blow up. I think I'll be good now that I'm actually here. I'm kind of okay. Opinion time! Let's see here. I don't quite know where the tunnel is. But if I can find it, if you were to come to visit this here, there it is right there. Think. Come and visit this here place. Would you prefer to kind of land up on a giant building up there with a giant runway? Or would it be better to kind of land somewhere down in this field and, you know, park your vehicle and see everything here? Because I'm kind of trying to... I mean, maybe what I might do is I might just buy another large dynamic core and just throw it down here. Because I was thinking I might just use just a small one down here. And then, you know, figure out, yeah, what to do with people as they come and visit here. I don't know. Yeah, here's the super long tunnel that goes through the mountain. If I want to use it for this whole project, I need to widen it out probably 2 or 3 times. Maybe make the roof bigger. This is super laggy right now because both it's loading chunks of the world and I'm streaming. So, yeah. I really ought to go and do more checks to see what works better for all this here streaming stuff with this game, because just a bit different. Or what I could do is just get my other old PC working and do a dual streaming one. That might be a better idea. I really ought to get that done. Yeah, let's get out of this freaking tunnel. It's freaking huge. There it is. But as you can see, it's pretty long. And yeah, it comes out over here on this side of the mountain. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, at this point I'm kind of trying to do a bunch of planning so that I can basically just, yeah, not waste my time, not have to try to rebuild something, because, yeah, I've got lots of things I want to do, and I don't want to have to do them too many times. So, yeah. I think... I wonder if I should go to Sanctuary, to our base, and build some prototype ships there. It would probably be okay to do that, and then just bring all the parts here. I don't know. Lots of stuff I've got to think about on my own time, I guess. Because, yeah, it's going to take a while. I'm guessing that this place probably won't be really ready for about another month at my current rate at the game. Unless I figure out a faster way to do this. Yeah. Judging by the fact that there's 10 of you here, I assume that it is something that you want to see every now and then. Do you guys want to see, say, like a weekly stream of Dual Universe? Or only when I'm kind of got some stuff going on? Like what? I know some people just like kind of watching while they're playing or hanging out, and I'm cool with that too. I think the mindset around watching things go on in Dual Universe is a little bit different than other games, so yeah, we'll kind of figure that out. So, what's next? I need to figure out where I'm going to build this like prototype thing that I'm going to build. A small prototype ship. What do we have in here? Mostly parts to build things. In here, we've got other parts. Whoa, 1 o'clock. I've got an alarm set on my phone, so like this is buzzing and stuff. I think for the prototypes, I should probably use these busted ones. And that would be fine. Actually, real quick, let's take a look at something I kind of want to build as a smaller shuttle, like just this little atmospheric little flight ship. God, what the heck's it called? It's on YouTube. And it would be under, sorry, I'm on my other screen here. I think it's called Jet Dubstep. No. There's a very particular picture that I just really like because it has a ship that I kind of want to try to build. Heck's it called? Sorry, guys. Gotta go over to this YouTube on my phone because it's the one that always recommends it. It's probably in my previously viewed list. I watch it every freaking day. Come on, pop up so I can show everyone. I really want to show them. Okay, just not anymore. I watched one video on how to make a blimp, like a little toy blimp, and now I have so many things about blimps in my feed. It's kind of crazy. I'm not going to say that I have a problem with it, because I really do like blimps and zeppelins, but, you know, it's, okay, if you're going to make me scroll through that many things, I'll just look through my history. Thanks. There it is. Jet Set Flight. That's what it's called. I don't, if someone knows what the picture's title name is, that would be cool. Jet Set Flight. Dubstep. So I really... Okay, hopefully we're going to pause this real... No, we're going to mute this one. There we go. Can't have any copyrighted crap showing up. Pause. So I know we got to actually go through this ad. There we go. Okay, so... You see this ship here? I want to make a small atmospheric flyer that's just like this. So... I'm thinking the cockpit that I have, which is the fighter cockpit, I think. And then I'll probably put a bunch of brakes kind of going up this way. And then I'll probably have... Well, I'm going to need a gas tank somewhere back here with probably the medium engine I have. Probably this guy here. And... Oh, did I not bring it? Okay, maybe I need to go buy it. Dang. Okay, whatever. I'll go buy it. That'll be fine. And then, yeah, so the fuel tank, the military atmo, and then maybe a small wing, and then a medium stabilizer on each side. And it will probably drift like no one's business. Though, I guess one might be able to put stabilizers on the underside of this and still have it kind of look like this, you know what I mean? But I kind of just like this a lot, so. Jack says, landing pad by that lake would be nice. I think that was a lake. Yeah, there's a lake nearby. There's two big lakes nearby. One is kind of a pond-ish, but it's big, you know. And then you say, I work a lot. No more holiday vacation, so catch your stream when I can. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Just whenever. Yeah, so I don't know whose art this is. I'd like to credit them. It probably says actually underneath, but I do like the look of this particular jet, and I'd like to build something inspired by it, you know? So that's that. Who can we credit for that picture? Artwork by Ishutani. Yep, there it is. So, there. Ishutani on DeviantArt. Check them out. It's not my video, not my picture. It's their work, but that's what I want to be inspired by on that one. Okay, so I'm going to need, once again, like I said, it's like yet another trip because I can't manufacture it myself because now nothing uses pre-made schematics that everyone could just use. You gotta go buy all the things, or you gotta fly to Sanctuary to make it, so it's like... Yeah. Anyhow, you're talking about the lake. Yeah, this lake is a nice lake. It would cost me I guess not too much money if I was to buy it as my own character, but if I was to buy it under my organization, to buy another plot of land here would probably be 4 million or 8 million credits, which I don't have at the moment. So... yeah, because I have this one, and then I've also got the ones that I'm on. Yeah, so I guess if I bought one more here, then I would be right beside that lake, which would be cool. I'd like a chunk of that lake. That would be neat. I mean, I have a lake on Sanctuary, so I don't really need a more. And I do like my base on Jago, so, you know, that's all ocean. So I'm pretty happy with the water amount in my life. It's actually pretty weird to be on a place with all this land. Yeah, or buying up someplace on this lake would be also pretty awesome. So, but for that, it requires yet more mining, and so, but this year cost me, like I think I said, what was it, 15, 17 million? It was a lot of money. It was a lot. It wasn't so bad at first, right? Because it's 500 100,000 for your first one, 100, 200, or maybe 1 million, 2 million, 4 million, and just like it keeps basically doubling. And so to buy more, it just gets to be a lot of money. And I'm actually kind of cool with that, given the fact it even works lore wise, like given the fact that there are, you know, only X number of spaces on the planet, and that the mothership will be putting out more people in theory. You know, I'm kind of cool with saving, you know, the government, as it were, or whoever, essentially saying, yeah, you know, you can buy land as much as you want, but you're going to be paying more and more for it. So I'm actually kind of okay with that. Yeah, something. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. So I have a blueprint. I think I got both of the basic flyers from Nova Quark. But once again, I need to make my shopping list for these guys. I guess I must have it in the other box. Somewhere in here. So I also have a bunch of schematics. Like, I bought a lot of stuff, but lots of it is for like honeycomb things and just very few, like a couple of basic things. But I need things like hydraulics, and I think I have basic components. I think I have hydraulics actually. But anything I would need to build like a lot of things with the machines, I basically need to get all the schematics, and it's a bunch of stuff to do. Scanner results. Curon. Did I not bring those blueprints? Oh, that's weird. Maybe I just don't see them. Are they in here? Just really low down? They are not. Oh, I know. I think I put them. I have this other little base down here that is kind of just been started, so I probably put them in here. Okay, I did. Oh, and this is where the cockpit controller is. Okay, yes. So, yeah, I've got the Nova Quark Racer Mark II and the Speeder Mark VI. So I'm going to try to build some of these ones and a couple of other things. This is what I was going to use for that ship. I'm going to use the cockpit as the front part and the stabilizers as the bigger wings. And of course, then we have these air brakes. And I'd like to some ship reincorporate a rocket engine and just play with that a bit more too. It's just not doable anymore on one side because that rocket script that Doggy Dodger, I don't know, whoever he was, I have it saved somewhere. Dodger's rocket script doesn't seem to work anymore. Maybe he's updated it, I don't know. So, but yeah, I haven't spent the time to actually investigate that either, but we will at some point. 18 kiloliters of pure aluminum. Why exactly am I hauling that around? I don't know. Oh, even more people. Wow. Yeah, anyhow, I was thinking it's getting late for me here, so that I should probably head out. It seems like a pretty good response to doing this video, so if I did it more often, that would be feasible. I will have a lot more content, I think, for this if I can manage to just power through all this busy work that I got to get done. And then we'll have hopefully some really good content. Depends on what I can manage to organize for. But anyways, I think I'm gonna head off and go to sleep. I should try to get up before 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow and do something useful. Yeah. So that's pretty much that, guys. So if you like the stream, hit that like button. Let me know that this is something that you want more of on the channel. If you have any questions or comments, put it down in the, down there, and I'll let you know. If you want to know more about Dual Universe and what I'm up to, hit the subscribe button. I will probably also be playing 7 Days to Die Alpha 20 when that comes out, which I should actually double check, or I should check again, but it could be out probably any month, but I don't know for sure, so don't quote me on that, but it should be out this year sometime. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. It was good talking to you, Prep for it, and Jacques Yog, and I don't know if Only Coop will see it, but yeah, Only Coop. It's not Face. Good to talk to you. I'll let you know if you want to know more about the game I'm developing or the mod I'm got going on for 7 Days to Die. You can join my Discord there and chat with me there. I will be probably setting up something a little bit more game specific, but it'll be a while. I'm still on the very early phases, and I figure that these days games require so much when they release that it's going to be a little while before I have it polished. It's not even polished is the word I want, but just with enough content to be a decent game to kind of show off, it's a trickier thing, I think. Anyway, all that said, guys, I hope you are also enjoying Dual Universe, or raging about it, kind of like I am every now and then. Yeah. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Hopefully it'll be okay. Kind of a good picture. Yeah, I'll see you guys all later.